Welcome to Alpha as Kai, where we break down but hopefully don't break early access games, and today we're looking at Turnover.
Harden starts dancing. Crossover knocked away by Green, and then Harden with the loose ball foul. And that's the 10th turnover.
From the recently formed one-man developer Long Division, Turnover is a survival stealth game in the near future of corporate America. Corporations gain the ability to hire private military security outfits for quote-unquote protection of assets. One defense contractor, after failing to buy out their main competition, launches a hostile takeover of their headquarters, during which they lock down the building, cut the power, and essentially take everyone inside prisoner. Well, everyone that didn't already get shot. You play as Clea, an office worker stuck on the 16th floor as the raid happens, and you need to find a way past the military forces and out of the building. Make no mistake, Turnover is really damn difficult for two reasons. One, Clea's just an office worker. As such, she doesn't have any weapons, she can't engage in hand-to-hand combat, and she can't sprint for very long. I can't blame her though. I mean, have you ever tried running in office heels? Two, not only are there tons of guards inside the building, along with security cameras and gun turrets running off of a backup generator, as well as attack dogs that can detect Clea's presence much further away than the guards and around obstacles, and a number of other much more dangerous obstacles, the guards don't respond to seeing Clea by trying to capture her. They shoot her on sight. There is a slight chance you can get away after being spotted by them, but if Clea gets shot, it's game over. At which point you have to restart the floor you're on from the beginning. You might say, where are the checkpoints? And to that, Turnover says, what? Sound also plays a key role, as everything Clea does makes a certain amount of noise which can alert the guards. Walking doesn't make much noise, but sprinting does. There are also a number of things on the ground from the raid, such as broken glass, debris, puddles of water, and dead bodies to step on or over, which make a lot of noise. And the water and bodies can cause Clea, or anyone else that steps in them, to leave a temporary trail of footprints that the guards can follow. There are some things that work in Clea's favor though. For one, the guards seem to be hard of hearing, as walking a little under 10 feet away from them doesn't seem to alert them. Because the building is running on backup power, there's just emergency lighting in place, which means the guards can't see very far, though if alerted by something, their vision cone and movement speed grows for a short time. Clea can use objects like wrenches and water bottles as throwing weapons, as well as fire extinguishers to either make noise to distract the guards, get past environmental obstacles, or temporarily knock guards or gun turrets out. She can also access some security terminals to knock certain security cameras and gun turrets offline, or recruit other surviving office workers to lead to said terminals and do so for her. There are also some security guards that work for the same company as Clea, whom can provide some firepower if set up to ambush other guards. Even though the game is labeled as survival stealth, I'd say it has a fair amount of puzzle elements as well. There are a lot of times where you'll hang back and observe the movement patterns of guards, cameras, and the like, but also a lot of moments where the game says, you need to get past all of this. You have some wrenches and a water bottle. Go! And as time goes on, the floors become larger, and some have more than one way to get to places you need to go. While I like what I've played overall, there are some drawbacks to the game's design. The sprite work makes it so some objects have larger hitboxes than they appear to, and I seem to get hung up on nothing when trying to duck around a corner at times. Of course, there's also this area where there's either supposed to be some environmental objects I'm running into, or Clea has somehow trapped this wall in an invisible box.
Oh my God! He's turned me into a mime!
If a coworker follows you and they get killed, it's game over. Granted, several of these people are necessary to disable security cameras and turrets or otherwise clear a path, but even if you can get to the floor's exit and they're otherwise expendable, their death forces you to start over again. As for bugs, aside from the invisible box, I didn't encounter much of anything, which is good because this is getting toward the later beta builds. Except what happens when Clea walks into the back of an active gun turret.